Some places on Earth defy logic. Landscapes so surreal, they look like scenes from a distant planet or a sci-fi dream. Towering stone forests, glowing deserts, mirror-like lakes and volcanic realms blur the line between the real and the imaginary. In this 4K journey, we travel to the most unreal corners of our world. Untouched, unexplainable, unforgettable. So sit back, relax, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more breathtaking adventures around the globe. Fairy chimneys and ancient cave dwellings define the whimsical land of Cappadocia. Hot air balloons drift at dawn, painting the sky with color. Beneath the surface, hidden cities tell of past civilizations, a surreal blend of history and fantasy. Isolated and otherworldly, Socotra is home to bizarre dragon's blood trees and rare wildlife. Its alien-like landscapes feel like another planet entirely. Few places on Earth remain this untouched, a biodiversity treasure that's truly unique. The world's largest hot desert is a sea of golden dunes that stretch beyond the horizon. Camels trek past oases and ancient caravan trails echo the past. The silence is powerful, the stars overwhelming, a land of extremes that stirs the soul. One of the largest and most powerful waterfalls in the world, Victoria Falls roars as it plunges over the Zambezi River. The mist from the falls creates rainbows in the sunlight, while the thunderous sound echoes across the surrounding landscape. It's a truly awe-inspiring sight, a natural wonder that leaves visitors speechless. Standing at the edge of this magnificent cascade is an experience of pure power and beauty. As the world's first national park, Yellowstone is a geothermal wonderland, home to geysers, hot springs, and vibrant mineral-rich pools. The iconic Old Faithful erupts with precision, while bison roam freely across the vast plains. It's a landscape of untamed beauty, with everything from lush forests to rugged canyons, a place where nature thrives in all its wild glory. In Yellowstone's heart, the grand prismatic spring dazzles with vivid rings of blue, green, and gold. Thermophilic bacteria create this rainbow spectacle around its steaming core. It's one of the most colorful features on Earth, science and beauty in perfect harmony. Rising from emerald waters, the limestone pillars of Halong Bay form a labyrinth of natural wonder. Fishermen drift between the isles, living in floating villages passed down for generations. Mist hangs low, giving the bay an almost dreamlike stillness. It's Vietnam's mythical seascape come to life. A fairy tale scene come to life. Lake Bled features a tiny island with a church, ringed by forested hills. Rowboats glide across its glassy waters, bells echoing softly from the chapel. Castles, swans, and misty mornings add to its magic. Slovenia's most serene escape. Perched on towering rock pillars, the monasteries of Meteora seem to float in the sky. Built by monks seeking spiritual isolation, they offer stunning views and a sense of peace. The blend of geology and faith is truly unique, a sacred symphony of stone and silence. Soaring above Patagonia, Mount Fitzroy is a jagged sentinel of stone and ice. Its peak glows pink at sunrise, drawing climbers and photographers alike. Trails weave through stunning valleys and glacial lakes, remote, wild, and fiercely majestic. Known for its powdery white sands and crystal-clear waters, Whitehaven Beach on Whitsunday Island is one of the most pristine beaches in the world. The sand here is made of 98% pure silica, creating a striking contrast against the turquoise sea. Surrounded by lush greenery and coral reefs, it's a tropical paradise that feels untouched. A perfect place to unwind, swim, and bask in nature's beauty. Known for its towering sandstone pillars, Zhangjiajie National Forest Park inspired the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. The park's unique rock formations rise like spires into the mist, creating a surreal and breathtaking landscape. Glass bridges stretch over the valleys, offering jaw-dropping views of the wilderness below, a mystical land of natural wonder far beyond the ordinary. Wadi Rum, also known as the Valley of the Moon, is a desert landscape defined by towering sandstone mountains, narrow canyons, and vast stretches of sand. The red-hued desert is a magical, almost surreal place, and the sunsets here are nothing short of spectacular. Bedouins have lived here for centuries, adding to the ancient mystique of the region. It's a place where the vastness of the desert meets the endless sky. Named for its fiery red sandstone formations, the Valley of Fire is a natural marvel in Nevada's Mojave Desert. Vibrant rock formations take on alien shapes, carved by wind and water over millennia. The play of light at sunrise and sunset transforms the landscape into a painter's palette, a desert landscape that feels alive with energy. Three crater lakes, each a different color, sit side by side atop Mount Kelimutu. Their shifting hues are caused by volcanic minerals, making the mountain feel alive. Local legends say these lakes hold the souls of the departed. It's a mystical blend of science and spirit. Surrounded by palaces and temples, Lake Pichola glows like a mirror beneath Udaipur's golden sunsets. The lake palace floats like a dream in the center, seemingly untouched by time. Boat rides reveal layers of royal history. It's a place where romance meets royal legacy. This Brazilian desert floods with rainwater to become a maze of shimmering lagoons and dunes. The contrast between bright white sand and crystal blue pools is surreal. It feels like walking across a living painting, a rare and magical phenomenon of nature. Jagged mountains rise straight from the sea in the Lofoten Islands, where fishing villages cling to rocky shores. In winter, auroras dance overhead. In summer, the midnight sun never sets. The landscape is both brutal and breathtaking, a wild beauty shaped by sea and stone. Rising with perfect symmetry, Mount Fuji is Japan's most iconic peak. Whether dusted with snow or framed by cherry blossoms, it's a vision of natural grace. Sacred and serene, it has inspired artists and pilgrims for centuries, a symbol of peace towering above the clouds. With its perfectly symmetrical peak, Kirkjufell is Iceland's most photographed mountain, and for good reason. Framed by waterfalls and the northern lights, it's a picture of natural harmony. It rises like a pyramid from the sea, magical in every season. Thundering through the rainforest, Iguazu Falls spans nearly 2 miles of jaw-dropping cascades. The power of the Devil's Throat is overwhelming, both in sight and sound. Rainbows shimmer in the mist as birds soar above. It's one of the most powerful displays of nature. In the desert of Utah, peculiar rock formations known as goblins create a playground of stone. These hoodoos and sandstone shapes ignite the imagination at every turn. It feels like stepping into another planet, a quirky, otherworldly wonder of the American South. Norway's fjords carve deep into the coastline, where steep cliffs rise from mirrored waters. Tiny villages cling to the edges, and waterfalls tumble from great heights. In summer or snow, the landscape stirs the soul. A journey here feels both peaceful and powerful. Towering peaks and dramatic escarpments define this UNESCO-listed range. Waterfalls cascade down sheer cliffs, and ancient sand rock art hides in caves. Wildlife roams freely among the valleys and highlands. It's a sacred place of both natural and cultural wonder. Turquoise waters and overwater bungalows define the dreamscape of Bora Bora. Volcanic peaks rise above coral reefs teeming with life. It's the epitome of tropical paradise. Romance, serenity, and breathtaking views are guaranteed. Lake Baikal transforms into a frozen wonderland in winter, with crystal-clear ice and surreal formations. Cracks and bubbles create natural artwork beneath your feet. It's the world's deepest and oldest freshwater lake frozen in motion, a glassy, icy marvel. carved by wind and water, Antelope Canyon is a symphony of sandstone and light. Shafts of sunlight pierce the narrow slot canyon, creating surreal patterns on the walls. Walking through its corridors feels like stepping into a dream. Nature's artistry is on full display. Cascading from the heavens, Angel Falls is the tallest uninterrupted waterfall in the world. Hidden deep in the jungles of Venezuela, it's a spectacle of raw, untouched nature. Mist rises from the plunge pool like breath from the earth itself. It's a journey to reach, but the reward is unforgettable. Standing high above the city, the Acropolis is a symbol of ancient civilization and architectural brilliance. Its iconic Parthenon has withstood the test of time, whispering tales of gods, philosophers, and empires. This hilltop citadel offers panoramic views of modern Athens, merging past and present, a must-see for any lover of history and culture. Often linked to the Dracula legend, Bran Castle looms with Gothic charm. Perched on a cliff, it's a labyrinth of towers, stairways, and secrets. History blends with myth in its halls. A hauntingly beautiful Romanian treasure. An active, mesmerizing volcano surrounded by a sea of sand, Mount Bromo is a dramatic sight. Smoky plumes and sunrise vistas create an almost lunar landscape. Local legends enrich the experience, a raw, fiery icon of Indonesia. Dubbed the River of Five Colors, Cano Cristales bursts with vivid reds, blues, and greens. Algae bloom beneath clear waters, creating a living rainbow. Flowing through remote landscapes, it's a rare natural phenomenon. Beauty flows with every current. 5 colourful villages cling to rugged cliffs along Italy's Ligurian coast. Winding trails, vineyard terraces, and Mediterranean sunsets define this timeless region. Boats bob in crystal coves and life flows slowly here. A postcard-perfect escape from modern chaos. Ghostly camel thorn trees rise from cracked, white clay in the middle of a scorched desert. Surrounded by rust-red dunes, Deadvley is a paradox of life frozen in time. The trees, over 900 years old, never rot in the dry air. It's haunting, silent, and unforgettable. Spread across Bowhole like scoops of chocolate ice cream, these grass-covered hills are a natural mystery. Thousands of symmetrical mounds rise from the landscape, turning brown in the dry season. Legends speak of giants and lost love shaping them. It's a place as sweet in story as it is in a maze of crimson hoodoos. Bryce Canyon is nature's sculpture gallery. The formations shift color with the sun, from soft pink to blazing orange. Trails wind through this alien wonderland. It's like walking through another world. Rising from the red desert, Uluru is a sacred monolith that glows at sunrise and sunset. It's deeply spiritual to the Anangu people, with ancient rock art hidden in its folds. Its presence is commanding, its silence profound. A timeless heart of the Australian outback. Towering and surreal, the baobabs of Madagascar stand like ancient guardians. Their massive trunks and sparse branches create an alien landscape at dusk. Locals consider them sacred and stories surround each tree. It's a living monument to Madagascar's uniqueness. This massive Buddhist temple rises like a stone lotus from the jungle. Carved reliefs and serene stupas echo prayers of centuries past. Sunrise here is a spiritual experience, a silent giant of devotion and desire. Boiling hot springs, acidic pools, and sulfur mounds create one of Earth's most alien landscapes. Dalol bursts with neon colors and steamy chaos in the heart of the Danakil Depression. It's both beautiful and harsh, a geologic fever dream. Few places are this vibrantly extreme. Jagged peaks pierce the sky, casting long shadows over alpine meadows and charming villages. The Dolomites are a paradise for hikers, skiers, and dreamers alike. Rosy hues light up the mountains at sunset, an effect locals call enrosadera. It's Italy's wild, majestic north. When Fagradalsfjall roared back to life, rivers of lava painted Iceland's rugged terrain in glowing orange. Visitors stood in awe as fire met ice in a stunning contrast. The volcano is now a symbol of Earth's restless beauty, a living reminder that our planet is always evolving. Scattered across the South Pacific, the Fiji Islands are a tropical escape of dreams. Palm-lined shores and coral reefs beckon snorkelers, sunseekers, and romantics. The warmth of the locals is as inviting as the waters. Time slows down here, in the best way possible. Lake Como is the definition of elegance, nestled between snow-capped peaks and charming lakeside villages. Villas spill down green hillsides, and boats cut gently through shimmering water. It's long been a retreat for poets, artists, and dreamers. Beauty here is quiet, timeless, and deeply romantic. Perched precariously between two cliffs, Bolton is a boulder that tempts only the bold. Standing on it feels like floating above the fjords. The view plunges nearly a kilometre to the water below. It's one of Norway's most daring and iconic photo ops. At Salon, icebergs drift silently across a glassy lagoon before slipping into the Atlantic. Seals swim between the flows, and distant glaciers creak and crack. The colours of the ice, from sapphire blue to milky white, are mesmerising. A peaceful farewell stage for ancient ice. Kamchatka is the wild east of Russia, a volcanic wonderland with geysers, bears, and endless mountain ranges. Few places on Earth feel this remote, this untamed. Rivers steam in the cold, and craters bubble with life. It's nature in its most primal. The Isle of Skye feels like a realm straight out of legend, with jagged peaks, ancient ruins, and mystical moors. The quarrying and fairy pools capture hearts with their surreal beauty. Weather changes by the minute, adding drama to every view. It's where myth and landscape dance. At the edge of the ice sheet, Kangerlussuaq offers surreal Arctic landscapes and endless daylight in summer. Glaciers tumble into valleys and musk oxen graze the tundra. Northern lights dance over this tiny town in winter, a frozen frontier where Earth feels ancient. Hidden in the Dolomites, Lago di Sorapis stuns with its milky turquoise water and dramatic mountain backdrop. A challenging hike makes the arrival all the more rewarding. Jagged peaks reflect in its surreal surface, a quiet jewel cradled in alpine stone. Blood-red waters and stark white shores make Lake Natron look like something from another planet. Its high alkalinity preserves anything it touches, earning it an eerie reputation. Flamingos thrive here, their pink feathers adding even more contrast. Strange, haunting, and unforgettable. Carved by thousands of years of wave action, the marble caves are a swirl of blues, whites, and greys. These glowing chambers float above turquoise Patagonian waters. The reflections make the experience feel otherworldly, a hidden gem sculpted by time and time. Rising like a tabletop into the clouds, Mount Roraima is one of Earth's oldest geological formations. Waterfalls pour from its sheer cliffs, disappearing into jungle below. It inspired the lost world in Arthur Conan Doyle's novel, a place where time feels suspended. Waves of red sand stretch across the Namib like an ocean frozen in time. Dunes tower hundreds of meters high, shifting with the wind in silence. Wildlife and ancient trees survive in this harsh beauty. It's one of the oldest deserts on Earth, and one of the most beautiful. Terraced pools of milky blue water cascade down snow-white travertine cliffs. These natural hot springs have soothed travelers since Roman times. The contrast of water and stone is hypnotic, a spa from the heavens, carved by nature. where windswept cliffs meet prehistoric ruins, the Orkneys are steeped in myth. Stone circles and Viking relics dot the rugged landscape. The sea shapes every corner, and history echoes with every step, a haunting, beautiful link to the ancient world. This fairy tale castle inspired Disney's Sleeping Beauty and stands proudly on a Bavarian cliffside. With its spires piercing the sky and alpine views all around, it's truly dreamlike. Inside, it's filled with romantic murals and regal halls, a fantasy made real. Hidden in the desert canyons of Jordan, Petra's rose-red city stuns all who visit. Carved into cliffs, the treasury and monastery emerge like ancient dreams. Once a thriving trade hub, it still whispers secrets of Nabatean civilization, a wonder carved from stone and time. Soaring into the Kuala Lumpur skyline, the Petronas Towers are an architectural marvel. These twin giants gleam in the sun by day and dazzle with lights by night. A sky bridge connects them like a futuristic thread in the clouds. They're a modern symbol of Malaysia's ambition and elegance. The planet's largest salt flat becomes a mirror to the sky after rain, blending heaven and earth. Endless white salt crust crunches beneath your feet in the dry season. It's both eerie and beautiful, like walking on clouds, a surreal place that defies belief. Rising from the jungle, this ancient rock fortress was once a royal palace. Frescoes and lion-shaped gates guard the summit, reached by dramatic stairways. From the top, the views stretch over lush forests and distant mountains. History and legend meet in the heart of Sri Lanka. 16 turquoise lakes cascade into each other, linked by a series of lush waterfalls. Wooden paths wind through this fairy tale setting, surrounded by forest and mist. Every turn reveals another emerald pool or sparkling stream. Nature's water garden at its most magical. The largest cave on Earth swallows mountains and hosts its own weather system inside. Jungle flourishes within, lit by beams of light that break through collapsed ceilings. Rivers, beaches, and clouds all exist beneath the surface. It's a world hidden within our world. Orange dunes rise sharply around a white clay pan where ancient dead trees stand like sculptures. The contrast of colours is stunning in the Namibian sun. It's harsh yet beautiful. A photographer's dream. A place where life and death paint a masterpiece. A natural wonder where the Earth's lowest point meets waters rich in minerals. Floating effortlessly on the surface, the buoyant saltwater is both therapeutic and surreal. Surrounding desert hills form the perfect backdrop to this otherworldly oasis. It's a place of healing, history, and wonder. Massive granite peaks rise above turquoise lakes and flowing rivers in Torres del Paine National Park. Glaciers carve the landscape, feeding dramatic waterfalls and lush valleys. The park is home to diverse wildlife, including guanacos and Andean condors, a paradise for adventurers and nature lovers alike. Clinging to a cliffside in the Black Sea Mountains, Sumela looks like it was carved by angels. Its frescoed interiors and mountain views are nothing short of divine. Hidden in the misty forest, it feels like a secret sanctuary, a spiritual refuge suspended. Dominating the skyline of Tenerife, Mount Tide stands as Spain's tallest peak. Its volcanic landscape is a rugged beauty, with lava flows and ancient craters. The summit offers panoramic views of the island below, stretching into the blue Atlantic, a majestic force of nature in the Canary Islands. Thousands of limestone spires jut from golden sands in this alien Australian landscape. Wind-carved over millennia, the pinnacles rise like ancient sentinels. It's silent, surreal, and completely unforgettable. A desert like no other, where earth and sky feel endless. Suspended 2,300 feet above the ground, Trolltunga juts out like a rock bridge to the skies. The view below reveals a vast lake and sprawling forests, creating one of the most iconic scenes in Norway. It's a challenging hike, but the reward is a breathtaking vista, a natural wonder that inspires awe and amazement. Located in the Atacama Desert, the Valley of the Moon is a surreal and barren landscape where wind-sculpted dunes and salt formations stretch as far as the eye can see. The sun casts dramatic shadows on the peaks, enhancing the valley's otherworldly appearance. It feels like walking on another planet, silent and vast. A celestial landscape in the heart of Chile's desert. Deep within Iceland's Vatnajökull glacier lies an ice cave like no other, with blue and white hues that glow in the dim light. The shifting ice creates intricate patterns and sculptures frozen in time. The cave is a fleeting beauty, as its form changes with the seasons, a magical world beneath Iceland's icy surface. Vinnukunka, also known as Rainbow Mountain, is a stunning landscape of multicolored slopes, where reds, greens, and purples paint the mountain range. High in the Andes, the vibrant colors come from mineral-rich deposits that have naturally formed over millions of years. The rugged terrain and breathtaking vistas make this a once-in-a-lifetime trek, an unforgettable scene located at the roof of the world. razor-sharp limestone formations rise from the jungle floor in Tsingy de Bemaraha, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Carved by erosion over millions of years, these forests of stone are a labyrinth of towering spires. Narrow paths and bridges connect these jagged peaks, offering a challenging yet exhilarating adventure. A wild, untamed corner of Madagascar. Rising from the California desert, the Trona Pinnacles are otherworldly spires formed by ancient volcanic activity. With their striking, skeletal shapes, these formations look like they belong in a sci-fi movie. The barren landscape adds to the stark beauty of this hidden gem, a surreal desert landscape that's both eerie and captivating. Hidden in Russia's remote Kamchatka peninsula, Mutnovsky roars with steam vents and boiling springs. Colourful mineral deposits streak its surface in surreal patterns. Trekking here feels like exploring another planet, a raw display of Earth's inner fire. In California's eastern Sierra, Mono Lake surprises with its eerie limestone formations. The tufa towers rise from salty waters like skeletal sentinels. It's both desolate and mesmerizing, a strange beauty shaped by chemistry and time. Remote and rugged, the Icelandic highlands are a tapestry of volcanic deserts, colourful rhyolite mountains and steaming vents. Rivers cut through mossy plains and glaciers crown the horizon. It's wild, raw, and almost untouched by time. A frontier where nature writes its own rules. A mile deep and carved by millennia, the Grand Canyon reveals Earth's story in every layer of stone. Sunrise ignites the cliffs in fiery hues, while the Colorado River wends silently below. Its sheer size humbles all who stand at its edge, a testament to nature's relentless artistry. Once a church, then a mosque, and now a museum, Hagia Sophia's domes hold centuries of faith and art. Golden mosaics shimmer under the light that filters through grand arches. It's a crossroad of civilizations, where East meets West, a spiritual monument to the ages. Tucked in the Siberian wilderness, Geyser Lake is a crystal blue marvel with mysterious swirling patterns. Its colors shift with geothermal activity below. Surrounded by silent forests, it's a hidden treasure of the Altai region, a kaleidoscope of Earth's raw elements. Towering cliffs, deep fjords, and cascading waterfalls define New Zealand's wildest corner. Mist drifts over the water as rare birds call through ancient forests. Milford Sound steals the spotlight, but every turn is breathtaking. It's nature, untouched, untamed, and unforgettable. A futuristic skyline rises from golden desert sands, where tradition meets innovation. Dubai dazzles with its towering skyscrapers, luxurious lifestyle, and man-made islands. Yet just beyond the city, camels trek beneath the stars. It's a dynamic vision of tomorrow built on ancient crystal clear waters, untouched beaches, and dramatic cliffs make this archipelago Brazil's best-kept secret. Dolphins leap through turquoise bays as waves crash against volcanic rock. It's a sanctuary for marine life and eco-conscious travelers. Pure paradise preserved by nature. With arms outstretched above Rio, Christ the Redeemer watches over the city and sea. This iconic statue, standing atop Corcovado Mountain, is both a religious and cultural beacon. The view from its base is as divine as the sculpture itself. It's a symbol of welcome, peace, and grandeur. One of the world's largest green canyons, Blyde River is a showcase of African wilderness. Panoramic views stretch across dramatic cliffs and lush valleys. It's a haven for hikers, adventurers, and wildlife. Nature's grandeur, untouched and wild. Perched among sandstone spires, the Bastei Bridge blends seamlessly into the natural landscape. Overlooking the Elbe River, it's a favorite among hikers and dreamers alike. Morning fog adds a mystical touch, a fairy tale scene in Saxon Switzerland. Shrouded in jungle mystery, Angkor Wat is the world's largest religious monument. Intricate carvings and towering spires tell stories of ancient Khmer kings and divine battles. Sunrise here casts a golden glow on the lotus-filled moats. It's a sacred place where time stands still. A frozen continent at the edge of the world, Antarctica is a land of extremes and silence. Icebergs drift through frigid waters and penguins waddle beneath the auroras. It's one of the last truly wild places on Earth. A stark, otherworldly beauty like Legend says Aspergi was formed by a horse's hoofprint, a gift from the gods. This horseshoe-shaped canyon is lush and quiet, contrasting Iceland's usual volcanic drama. Cliffs tower above tranquil ponds and birch trees, a peaceful oasis wrapped in myth. This geothermal spa is a soothing contrast to Iceland's fiery landscape. Silica-rich waters in a lava field invite weary travelers to soak and rejuvenate. Steam rises into chilly air, creating a dreamlike atmosphere. Relaxation and natural beauty converge. A marvel of ancient engineering, Chichen Itza stands as a testament to the Maya civilization's brilliance. The Pyramid of Kukulkan dominates the site, perfectly aligned with celestial events. Echoes of chants and rituals still seem to linger in the air. It's a place where time and astronomy converge in stone. With red rocks shaped like dragons, castles, and mythical beasts, Fairy Tale Canyon lives up to its name. Wind and water sculpted this surreal landscape over centuries. Tucked away near Lake Issyk-Kul, it's a hidden gem off the beaten path, a place where nature tells stories in stone. Thousands of hexagonal basalt columns stretch into the sea, shaped by ancient volcanic fury. Legend claims it was built by giants crossing the water. The wind and waves whisper stories from another age. It's a natural wonder steeped in myth and science. Glencoe's rugged peaks and deep valleys are both haunting and breathtaking. Shaped by glaciers and steeped in tragic history, the landscape is raw and powerful. Mist often clings to the hills, giving it an ethereal, timeless quality. A highland heartland that stirs the soul. Stretching across the bay in fiery red, the Golden Gate Bridge is a symbol of dreams and innovation. Fog often rolls beneath its span, adding a mystic allure to its iconic frame. It connects the bustling city to the serenity of Marin Headlands, a masterpiece of engineering and imagination. Winding through the Canadian Rockies, the Icefields Parkway is one of the world's most scenic drives. Glaciers, turquoise lakes, and towering peaks frame every bend in the road. Wildlife roams freely in this untouched wilderness, a journey that humbles and inspires. With water so blue it looks unreal, Moraine Lake is the crown jewel of the Canadian Rockies. Framed by the 10 peaks and alpine forests, it's pure postcard perfection. Early mornings are especially magical with mirror-like reflections, a place that stops you in your tracks. Twisting and turning through the mountains, Trollstigen is a scenic highway like no other. Steep slopes, dramatic hairpin bends, and cascading waterfalls make this road an unforgettable journey. The surrounding cliffs rise like giants, with the valley below sprawling out in stunning detail. A must-drive for anyone with a thirst for adventure. Tucked away in Arizona's wilderness, White Pocket is a hidden gem of the desert, known for its surreal rock formations and swirling patterns. The soft white sandstone creates a stark contrast against the deep red and orange hues of the surrounding landscape. The otherworldly appearance of this remote area makes it feel like a natural masterpiece sculpted by time, a photographer's dream and an adventurer's paradise. Spanning 275 square miles, White Sands National Park is a vast sea of glistening gypsum dunes that stretch as far as the eye can see. The soft, white sands shift with the wind, creating an ever-changing landscape. The contrast between the bright sands and the blue skies is breathtaking, especially at sunrise and sunset. It's a place where silence reigns, and the landscape feels otherworldly. Nestled off the coast of Queensland, the Whitsunday Islands are a collection of 74 islands, each offering its own unique beauty. With lush rainforests, vibrant coral reefs, and sandy beaches, these islands are a tropical haven for adventurers and beach lovers alike. The clear waters offer some of the world's best diving and snorkeling experiences, a picture-perfect slice of paradise in the Coral Sea. Zion National Park in Utah is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. With its dramatic red rock canyons, towering cliffs, and winding rivers, the park's iconic Zion Canyon is a magnificent spectacle, with trails that lead through the heart of the landscape. The Virgin River flows through the park, carving its way between massive rock walls. Zion's beauty is rugged, vibrant, and Once the ceremonial capital of the Persian Empire, Persepolis still exudes grandeur. Carved reliefs and towering columns speak of kings, gods, and ancient glory. Walking its ruins feels like stepping into a lost epic, a testament to the brilliance of ancient Iran. Each winter, artists sculpt frozen dreams into the ice hotel of Yukasiervi. With icy beds, crystal chandeliers, and glowing corridors, it's a temporary palace born of snow. No 2 years are ever the same. Sleeping here is like living inside a snow. Rising from the golden sands, the pyramids of Giza stand as eternal guardians of ancient Egypt. These monumental tombs, aligned with the stars, echo with mysteries thousands of years old. Camels trek past as the sun sets, casting long shadows on the desert floor. It's one of humanity's most awe-inspiring achievements. In the heart of Swedish Lapland, Abisko offers some of the clearest views of the northern lights. The dancing auroras here feel almost within reach. Swirling over snowy landscapes, winter silence enhances the magic. It's a celestial ballet few places can match. Tucked deep in Colorado's backcountry, the Crystal Mill is a relic of America's frontier spirit. Perched above a rushing river, it stands frozen in time, framed by aspens and peaks. In autumn, golden leaves add a touch of magic. A photographer's dream and a slice of rugged history. At sunrise, a field of steam erupts from the Andean plateau, where El Tatio's geysers come alive. The cold air and boiling earth create an otherworldly spectacle. Locals once believed this land to be sacred, watched over by mountain spirits. Its raw geology in motion, high above the clouds. Nature carved this cathedral-like sea cave into the basalt cliffs of Staffa Island. Echoes of waves and wind create an eerie musical ambience. Legends say it was once part of a giant's bridge to Ireland, a place where geology meets mythology.